Hello and welcome to the show. A quick side note before we kind of start the video proper, if you like. We filmed two team adventures together. The first part honestly was not massively exciting. It was a very, very one-sided affair with my team taking a fairly straightforward victory. The second part, much, much better. Much more exciting. These team adventures are a series of races. I've set them up to be 5 races, with the first team to take 3 victories, claiming an overall victory, but you're forced to use the same car, which means when you mix up the event types from tarmac to dirt to some cross-country thrown into the mix, your choice of car is very important. How you specialise your build can be very important as well, and by forcing in this session the cars to be B-class and rear-wheel drive, vehicle building is a real interesting challenge. You can get some really, really exciting results, which is what we have coming up here. So, our first team adventure was rather good fun, although pretty dominant performance from Red Team. Our second one today is a little bit different. We're running in B-class and the cars must be rear-wheel drive, which makes things a little bit more of a challenge for us. We're starting at the Ambleside Village circuit. I am running the Abarth 131. It is prepped for rallying. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to build my car for rallying because around tarmac it's still fairly decent. Off-road is much better, I figure. That's going to be the way to go. Oh, we're starting a decent position on the grid as well. Let us go in the teeny tiny Abarth. Christ, we shot off the line. That is something which I like to see with my cars. Now, in B-class, vehicles fitted with rally tyres are going to be a little bit limited in terms of their power output, really. A lot of us are probably running less than 200 horsepower. Certainly in our relatively light cars, you've gone for a heavier car like the Carlton, like the F-Pace. And this game is, you can set this game mode to rear-wheel drive. You can specify, so there is no shenanigans going on. The F-Pace has been swapped to be rear-wheel drive. Of course, you can still get some pretty decent off-road tyres and whatnot going on here. This is not a bad start for Red Team, in fact, as me and Impega run away at the front with the classic Italian rally cars. Not going to have any oversteer through there. The Stratos looks like it might have the measure of me in the straights. The Stratos might have a little bit of the measure of me. Oh, there's a little bit leading. No friendly fire. God damn it. No friendly fire between us. We need to avoid friendly fire. We're going to have a sneak up the inside. You can get away with a little bit of bumping, even around a technical circuit like this one. Just can't afford to lose. In fact, bad news has happened. Bad stuff has occurred to Red Team. We're not winning. We need some of the cars further back to get a couple of positions. We need to not have all 3 bottom positions taken up by Red Team cars, because we can fight as much as we like for this lead, which is not really helping Red Team case, but we will not. Oh, we might be. It's good. It's very close again. It's going down to the wire by the looks of it. All we need to do is make sure I've butchered up that final corner. I think the Stratos is clear. I'm going to run away. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with letting that happen. I might have to become rear gunner in this scenario. Let the Lancia go. It might be a fractionally better built car than mine. We've got to stop that Anglia from getting any points, because yeah, I mean there's 100 points in it. It's one of those like tantalising things. I've just sat there or try not to watch the scoreboard too much because I've got to concentrate on my own race. There's nothing that I can do now. I can't gain any more points for our team. Even if I outdrove the Lancia, I won't gain any more points for our team. I've just got to make sure we don't have any trouble from the Anglia. Yeah, not a match for the Lancia. We are fraction ahead, although it's jumping and changing further down. We've got 2 cars in the last 2 spots. It is quite easy to miss a checkpoint around here, which is probably what we have had happen further back. That Anglia it's not quite putting pressure on me yet. I think I could probably do it slightly shorter gears, if I'm honest, in this car. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit with oversteer on this. I do not have the grip that I want. That is not what we needed, particularly. The good news is that even if that car gets through, it does look like we're going to get enough points. We've had a couple of cars claw their way out of the lower positions, which is looking good for us. Of course, I don't know what tyres the other cars are running. I would I would certainly guess the Stratos is on rallies. The Anglia would probably be on rallies, but you just don't know at this particular moment in time. Yeah, we are pulling a little bit more away, although a couple of our cars have gone to the back of the field again. Yeah, it's fluctuated by a couple of 100 points, but we are a little bit in the clear, in the safe. Yeah, I don't know if I want second or third out of that final corner. Second, we just buzz the limiter. Third, we have no real go. Let's try and... Oh, I want that teeny bit more rear grip would be nice. Teeny bit more rear grip would be nice. That has given... You know, it's another 200-point swing there for blue team if I can't find a way back part. The one job I needed to do is keep the Anglia behind, and it's not really worked. Anglia does change direction a bit better than me. Will it continue to do that if we go on the dirt? Although I've had a better run this lap around. We are actually a little bit more composed here. No, not going to be able to sneak up the inside there. Signpost clonks its way underneath the little bath. Now, try and get this final... This actual final corner here is a really interesting turn. Really got to not overdrive it too much. Stake at the start of the lap cost me in the end. I think we're going to be all right for red team in the end of all of that. Blue will get second. It looks like they're going to get fifth and sixth as well, but a first, third and fourth is enough for us to be taking tentatively say we're going to be taking a victory unless someone misses a checkpoint. If Chilled missed a checkpoint, it would be bad. Oh, the Pontiac did beat our Austin across the line. Ooh, it's close. It is a close round. Would have been more comfortable if I could have held on to second. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter. We still won. We still get a point. And we move into the next round in a decent position. So, we move on to our next circuit. This is our, well, kind of rallycross circuit. Kind of half... Actually, I say half dirt. No, this is actually mostly dirt circuit here. One straight of tarmac. It is raining. It's going to test, certainly, the specialist cars, if you like. Vehicles built for tarmac will have fun and games here. Vehicles built for off-road should be fairly strong. I'm hoping the Abarth is going to come good, although I think there's going to be a fairly even split between sort of builds. I think most vehicles will be built with off-road a consideration. That F-Pace is one to watch out for. As I said, we've seen how fast a stock version of that can be in racing. Has given some purpose-built B-Class cars some trouble, although rear-wheel drive with a wide body kit is an interesting way to go. It's a Porsche in all sorts of trouble. That's probably not having fun times, and I'm a little bit stuck trying to fight my way around the outside. There's a lot of rain, there's a lot of puddles. I think I'm going to just be stuck out here for a little while. I can't really get involved. The Stratos has snuck through, which is good. I think one of the blue cars may have missed a checkpoint. Indeed, they dropped to the back of the field. I'm still trying to... Oh, can we dart our way? Oh, it's a lovely overtake. A double overtake for us. One of them admittedly was on a red car itself, but... Oh, I was not paying attention quite to where that checkpoint was. I got insanely lucky. Kind checkpoint there. Very kind hitbox. And this is going to be a lap coming up around this final corner, though it's not looking great for red at the moment. Admittedly, both me and Peggle were stuck in traffic, heavily off the start line there. Blue have got a pretty commanding lead, and I mean, I don't want to fight. I need to get past the Ford. Oh god, that was very close as well as a checkpoint. I kind of just dove and followed the Ford, and the checkpoint moved around. I was a little bit scared I was going to miss that. Yeah, I don't want to fight the Ford. I don't want to lose time fighting the Ford. I don't want to slow the Ford up because I don't want to give the F-Pace or anything a chance to try and overtake. Oh, but I do want to get past. Oh, crap. I don't actually know why I pressed rewind. It was... I would have been much better off reset. I did hear something about the resetting of cars was a little bit balked if you miss checkpoints and so on in Team Adventures, but I think it is actually working currently here. So I've instinctively pressed rewind just in case it was broken. That's very bad news for us on Red Team. That mistake is going to cost us pretty big. I played it too risky. I played it risky on a number of checkpoints, and that was an unnecessary risk. Yeah, Blue have got 3 cars in the top 4. What are we going to need here? We're going to need big. We're going to need Impega and King to move up a fair bit. I really need to clear the F-pace at least to try and get us some points, but I've got some time, but I don't know if I've got enough to catch. I think I can get the Firebird. I think I should be okay for chasing down that one. The good news is up at the front is things are starting to change. Impega is catching that group. Impega's up to 4th. That's what I like to see. And if I can pass Stevie, that'll give us a couple of hundred more points here. Up the inside we go, because we'll gain 100 points and blue team will lose 100 points. Chuck it in to this long corner. We are better than the F-pace. The F-pace is not actually in rear-wheel drive spec. F-pace not quite as good. In rear-wheel drive spec, yeah, that F-pace is not so handy. What's going on ahead? Is that King's moved up a position as well. We're gaining a little bit of ground. However, that's more like it as we get a second place. Again, don't watch the leaderboard though. It looks like first he's going to go to blue, barring any big incidences. We look like we might actually be able to round up the F-pace here. I think I've got the speed to do it. Don't want to fight there. I've already seen what happens if I tangle with a checkpoint. There's a big fight going on between the Ford. Yeah, this is important. Like, this fight for 7th place really matters between me and the F-pace. Oh, we've both got sliding across the puddles there. That F-pace is really struggling for grip out here. I don't know whether it's on its standard tyres. It might be. In fact, it would have to be because it won't have the PI for full rally tyres. That might be why that's struggling. I mean, it is going to be on more off-road tyres than, sports or whatever, but it's not got the grip without the all-wheel drive to go with it. I'm up to 7th. The Ford, we need either me or the pickup to pass that MG. We need one of us to get... The Jag's not got a hope around here. One of us needs to pass the MG, or one of the red cars further up needs to get a position, which they have done. The Ford, in fact, has got a move done. It's going to come down to the final lap. This could go either way. If I can pass the MG, I think we're in a really strong place. Regardless of what happens further up, if it stays where it is, we can pass the MG, which I do. I have that grip through the first. There's a lot of speed in the Abarth. It looks like that missed checkpoint by me isn't going to prove costly too much for Red Team. It has run us very close, and there could still be changes going on further up the order in this final lap. It looks like Impega is up ahead, actually. Oh no, what was that? There's still fighting going on. I don't know. I genuinely don't know who's going to take this. I think Chilled might have got into trouble on this final lap. I think Blue might win it by 50 points. There's a rolling Austin. How did that roll over? I don't know. Oh no, because you might get out-dragged by the MG. I think you will do. Oh no, it's all gone wrong on the final lap. Well, maybe my incident did cost us in the end. There's nothing worse than the hopelessness. I can't do anything. Absolutely nothing in all of that. Silly missed checkpoint. I could have been up there fighting with the front runners. I think I had the car to do it. That Abarth was fantastic. A first and second for Blue Team is what they needed. No, that despite the Blue Team's 1-2-4 Abarth being lost. I just see it parked up. I don't know if they've got controller issues or whatever. Yeah, despite their being last, despite our best efforts, Blue Team will take the round. They'll tie it up. It is 1 apiece. So we head back on to the tarmac for our next round. This is the Askmore Heritage Circuit. An interesting track, a little bit more top speed involved around it. Not much. Again, as I said a few times, in general, this game favours the more technical of circuits. We're probably going to be starting further towards the front. I think I have figured out the grid order here is determined by finishing position. So the higher up you finish on your... No, maybe not actually, because... Never mind, ignore me entirely. I was going to say the higher up you finish on your team, the further down the grid you go in like the lines that we start. Because of course we always start with one team on one side. But that did not seem to be the case there, as I wasn't the highest for it. Okay, ignore me. I wasn't the highest for it, but... It's a good start for Red Team, a bad start for me, as Red Team cars lead 1, 2, 3, but I am stuck in 11th place. Red were pretty good on the last tarmac event. I don't know whether I've got as much... I say I don't know whether I've got as much speed as the Anglia. The Anglia must have been pretty good on the dirt as well. It must be on rally tyres. To have won that dirt event. Carlton has a wobble Who has got... The Carlton is going to be fast down this straight. That will have... It's just got the power, the sheer power here to pull on a number of vehicles. Red team are leading the way. The Anglia struggles a little bit with top end. That's perhaps not a surprise. It's unlikely to have very much power in that car at all. Will be light, will be agile, but not have much power. We're both going to go for a clonk on the wall. I'm going to try and be sneaky around the outside of everyone. Oh, that's a lot of cars wide. That's madness. We are 4 wide coming onto the start-finish straight. Oh, don't put me in the wall. Well driven, everyone. I mean, there's a little bit of paint swapping has gone on there. We're all crisscrossing. I don't even know where we're going to end up. This is fighting over 7th place, and it's bloody brilliant. What a battle that was. And the Carlton's going to come soaring back past on the outside. You know what? You go for it. I can't fight that. I can't fight the speed of the Carlton. We will have the handling to fight the Carlton over here. Oh, red team friendly fire. No, I don't want to be on the outside again of the biggest, heaviest car. Well, outside of the F-Pace, the biggest, heaviest car here. I mean, even if we don't get through... I mean, this is just a big inter-red team battle. Even if we don't get through this, we are looking strong, although a missed checkpoint for the red cars up ahead could throw a spanner in the works quite a lot. I mean, when we're getting 3 cars scoring 600 points, that is good. That is very, very good for us indeed. Oh, almost off to the fence again. The Firebird is catching more because of the battles. I would like to try and get free here. I didn't really want to dive that far down. I think the Austin was trying to get underneath the Carlton while I was already committed to going underneath, and, well, I got pushed down. That doesn't score us any points. Carlton's gone and passed the Anglia. Me and the Anglia are struggling with our kind of lack of top speed, really. Much more preferable for handling circuits. Again, if nothing changes at the front, if those top 3 can't be caught, then that works out very, very well for us. Carlton's having a look again. It's been a lot of positional changes back here. It's been a lot of positional changes. Yeah, you're running a little bit too hot through there, but again, it's going to make it difficult for the Anglia around the outside. There's not much room to make it work there. I'm going to try to sneak up the inside. I might actually get the Anglia in all of this. Go, Carlton. Punch a hole in the air. I shall follow. Chase. Chase down the Modena Bath. You can do it. Although it does look like the Firebird may get our Austin. Look at it go. They've got to try and get stopped for this, and the Abarth will immediately fight back. Right, keep that Abarth busy. I'm coming to join in. Does look like this circuit is not working for the blue team cars whatsoever here. Go on, Carlton. If you can, because that Alpha GTA is struggling big time. This is looking like a promising round for the red team, but we will then go off-road again, and, well, the blue cars worked very well there. So it's one of those, can go either way. The Anglia is going to have a look up the inside. That tight line, you're going to struggle to get off the corner. I will take the momentum with me. If we can get, but we might even be able to get blue team to sub 1,000 points. That would be fun. I mean, not to be mean or anything, but this circuit working very, very well for us, although the Carlton's slipping and sliding everywhere and is going to lose some more points. I am going to sneak up the inside as I go chasing down a modern Abarth. It's around the outside for me. Who's going to have the speed? Well, the Carlton's fighting the Anglia. That'll come soaring back past that. Come on, Lotus. You can do it. Use all of the power. Have to go the long way around. Some sketchy places. I'm going to give you miles of space on the outside there. No reason to get in your way. And that will put us, it will put blue team into the 900 point bracket. It's a scary round for blue team. This is a brilliant race. If we just even ignore the team aspect, this has been an absolutely cracking race over 6th place. The Carlton might beat me to the line, in which I'd be disappointed with, but I think it's going to. There goes the Carlton. I'm not going to fight a fellow red team car. Also, I couldn't, because you're in a straight line. So nothing you can do on that one. Fair play to the Carlton. It did pip us in the end. That is a huge win for red team. That's a scary win for red team. Our cars, admittedly, we got through the early bits quite well, but blue team cars did not have an answer for a faster tarmac circuit there. Apparently our cars did work quite a bit better. It's 2-1 to the Reds as we head to, I think it's cross country next. So we are heading into the Quarry for our 4th round. If red team win here, we will win the game. Cross-country events, though, are, of course, incredibly difficult. Mistakes are very easy to make. Some of our cars, I don't think, suit the off-road particularly well. Not sure about the pickup truck working here. It looked a bit of a handful, certainly, in that previous round. Although, cross-country is quite different demands for the vehicles. The F-pace might have been pretty poor or struggling in the dirt. However, that greater ground clearance may well help it when we come to this. Also, this is a little bit of a faster cross-country circuit, and the F-pace did seem to have fairly good straight-line speed. You're not going to want to take the jump. When there's an option to avoid the jump, you're probably going to want to take that option. When you're jumping, well, your car's in the air. You're losing, well, when you could be putting power down to the road. So, yeah, you are probably going to want to avoid the jump if at all possible. I think a few cars missed the checkpoint from both teams, in fact, in all of that. Blue have got an early lead here, although the pickup truck has gone sliding. I say the pickup truck might struggle out here. Oh god, there's a lot of blue cars around me. Pick up! I'm coming! Cooper, I'm coming! I'll try and help. I will try and fight for red team honour. This is a big jump. Back onto the Quarry roads. Don't go in the fence because I've got a tiny little light Italian car and it doesn't cut through fences very well. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I can do the Kraken. We can do the Kraken. The Ford's taken the jump and I'm not sure that was a clever. It's still... No, that's not the lead anymore. Crap. Carlton, of course, Carlton's probably not going to be too bad out here, actually, because there's a lot of flat-out running. It won't be nice sort of here, but there is a lot of these straights, and the Carlton can use that sheer brute force. In fact, it's looking a little bit worse at the front. The Bath, interestingly, has got itself to the lead of the race. That's more airtime than I was going for up there, but never mind. We're going to try and slide underneath the Firebirds. Get a little bit more control. The Firebird slithering its way down. If you lose the back end coming down a hill, that's going to be scary times for all. Yeah, Blue team are doing pretty well at the moment. Oh, I might have given... Oh no, the Firebird is good. I had a horrible feeling I'd given the Firebird a nudge and put it on the wrong layer. In mid-air nudge, put the Firebird onto a different layer of the Quarry. Would have been quite funny, but I wouldn't want to do it deliberately to an opponent. The MG is barrelling away at the front of the field. Me and the Ford have got to try and do something about it. Unless cars further back... Oh! I was alongside. We both get the checkpoint. Although that might give us a little bit of time loss. I think Bath's slipping and sliding there. Wasn't able to capitalise on it. Blue team have got a few thousand-point lead. We need to start getting... I mean, thankfully there's a blue team car in last. There was a blue team car in last. Oh, tree! Get out of the way! Just ping clear! I'm struck. Oh, god damn. Foliage. Been screwed over by a tree. That's... oh no, the Ford rolled! No! Red team has fallen over! Again! We're off-road and there's a different red team car that's got... Red team are in real trouble. Red team are in real trouble now. We need a miracle if we are going to fight back even here. If we're going to get anywhere near a victory, we need a massive miracle. This doesn't bode well. I think the final round, if I remember correctly, is again, part dirt. That might even be a mostly dirt area. We have been unlucky. I know the Stratos is good. I've seen the Stratos be very quick. I don't know what happened to Impega's car there. I'm doing the best I can with the Abarth here, but it's going to be too little. There we go. Impega is catching with us. Okay, that's good. That's given us some points. It's given us some hope, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Not really. We need to catch the leader, and I've not got the pace to catch the MG around the Quarry. I mean, this is a more flat-out dirt stage. You want power in a car that can handle the dirt. The 189 is apparently not enough for us. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough cars in the right position. Unless there is a big mistake from some blue team cars to drop, multiple positions, I think we're going to struggle to find a way anywhere to score enough points. I'm going to continue battling with the Abarth Spider as we will go for this second place. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to make up for my silly error that could have cost us an early victory. Hey, we've got the Stratos come with us. That's given us some more points. And, of course, taking points away from blue team. Oh, that was very, very, very close to a lot of trouble for the Abarth. But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. Unless... Oh, we've got one more lap. I thought that was the final lap. Never mind. We've got another lap to go. I think the Ford's big roll off the quarry, dropping all the way to 7th, has not helped us. The Carlton running around the back may well have missed a checkpoint to have fallen so far behind, because that did look fairly fast at one point, although it might have been more difficult. It might be more difficult to drive. One lap might be okay, but it might be a right nightmare to get around this circuit. It is, as I said, it's an easy one to miss a checkpoint, especially if you're not driven it all that often. Yeah, we really need red team to get a couple of positions, and it's just not gonna happen. I closed a little bit on this final lap. I think me and the Stratos are certainly quick here. We have caught a bit, but it's just too little, too late. Unless the MG makes a big mistake here, which it has made a little mistake. It has made a little mistake. We are actually right there. No, the Stratos crashed on the jump. No, it all went wrong at the end there. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad round for us, the cross country. The MG takes victory. I will get a second for red team, but then third, fourth for blue team. Well, we go to a decider. There is one more round. It's a mixed surface event. Can we hold on for... I say, can we hold on for a victory? Can we go and work for a victory? So, our final event, the Lakehurst, I think it was Woodland Scramble, is the name. It is probably about 60% dirt, 40% tarmac. Should be an interesting one for us. I think red team, we've certainly got superior cars on the tarmac, and there are a couple of straight parts for this. Start-finish straight, you can see where the cars are going to be, well, starting. Hey, we've got my car on the beginning screen. Yeah, the first bit of that we might be fairly good on. We are starting on pole with the Abarth. No excuses for me. We are pretty good off the line, of course, being so incredibly light. I don't think we've got a good car overall. We have got a good car overall. It's whether everything else can go well for us. If I can escape away, if I can stay out of trouble. I have got to watch for that Anglia. We saw how quick it was at the Ambleside circuit. We will not like this hill. Christ, I do not like this hill. I kind of want to let the Ford go, but I also don't want to have the Ford in front of me as we now come to the dirt, because this is where we are likely to be. Oh, it's not normal dirt either. This is mud. This is the thick, horrible mud. This could be problems for anything that's not full rally. In fact, this is problems for the Abarth. Christ, it is not very good through here. It's not a surface we've had to deal with yet, and I don't know what vehicles are going to be strong. I would imagine the F-pace will be fairly good. Oh, we don't really stop. It's a very high line. Both of us have run very deep into that. The MG's very sideways. It's not, I say it's not looking good for red team just yet. We've got two red cars at the back, annoyingly. Yeah, the Carlton will hate. The Carlton will hate that mud. The Anglia's got me. Straight around the outside. That Anglia has got more in the way of grip on that surface. We're gonna. I think we're a teeny bit better tarmac car, or on the faster tarmac. The Anglia is a little bit better handling. We can make up a bit of time elsewhere, though. We need a couple of our midfield cars to be gaining, if at all possible. There is a blue car in last, which is good. We can't have blue in 4th, 5th and 6th, though. Certainly not with blue winning. Even with red winning, I don't think we can leave them in 4th, 5th and 6th. That's too risky, and I'm not sure I can catch that Anglia. Barring a mistake, I might have to get brave on the old off-road section here. It's not. I don't really want to have to be pushing it so hard and risk, silly moments, risk hitting or missing checkpoints, risk hitting stuff. It's sketchy, but we've got to go for it. At the end of the day, it's all come down to the final round. There's a lot of changing of positions going on, but it's all changes of positions amongst blue team, although it is now red up to 2nd, 3rd and 4th or it's going to be... It's going to go down to the wire, I think, here. We could do with one of our red cars in 8th, or the our red cars in 9th. We could do with another red car mixing up there. That's what we need. Oh, it's gone over! The Anglia's rolled! The Anglia is down. I don't even know how they managed to roll it there. That's the sort of thing that we needed. That is the sort of luck that we needed right there. It's dumped it all the way down to a 9th place. It's now... I think that's such a huge swift. It's dumped all the way down to 11th from that. I don't quite... Might even be... Potentially, it might be stuck. I don't know. That is a big moment. That is a big moment for the lead car to fall over, and you can see that the huge point swing from all of that. We are in trouble from the Ford, as I made a mistake at the, I guess technically first corner, because the Ford's got the power. Ford's got the power to climb up the hill. I imagine the Stratos is probably the best overall car we have got. The Ford is not so good on the dirt. You can look at it slithering and sliding its way around on the mud, but it is significantly faster than me when we get to that tarmac section. Oh, a little bit of a rub, that's fine. We will, yeah, I think the Anglia is actually stuck. What I said about grabbing rewind when missed checkpoints, because there is a potential for cars to get stuck in awkward positions, and it looks like disaster might have befallen the poor Anglia. Clipped a wall and a curb, and it does look like it is potentially wedged somewhere. Yeah, there it is. What a fail race you were. I mean, if you're going to go out of a race, at least let it be from a roll and getting stuck on your side. That is a... that Ford is going to get past. I think I'm going to have a good battle with the Ford. I think... Where's the Stratos gone? He was just with us. I think the Stratos may have missed a checkpoint. The Stratos might be too busy using the chat thing, laughing at the stricken Anglia, and not been paying attention to where they're going. Either way, they've lost some time, but not a position. As I said, that one moment, the swing that one moment can bring in these events is huge. It's huge. We're now up to near 3,000 points as Blue Team have crumbled and are having trouble around this interesting and intricate mixed surface event. I'm just racing. I'm racing for pride against the pickup. I want to beat the pickup. I think I struggle too much up the hill. I'm too far back when we do get to the dirt. Unless the pickup has trouble, which it could get into. We're not going to. Of course, we don't want our teammate to fall into trouble. That's a very big dive on the bar. I'm going to bang it down the gears, try and get it. I was very worried about not stopping for that corner. It's a great little battle. I tried, won't work, and the problem is if I'm not ahead as we leave the dirt, we're going to have trouble, making the time back up on the... I can't do it, because he's going to... I will be quicker, I'm much better handling, and if the F100 does run wide at any of these corners, goes on the grass, slides like that, for example, that gives me an opportunity to fight back. I just got to try and keep him busy on the tarmac. Keep him busy on the tarmac section, and you see that is more sensible through there. More sensible through there. Still a little slidey on the exit is always going to be. Imagine a rear-wheel drive, very powerful. I say very powerful, relatively powerful pickup. Stratos is coming to join in the fun. I think the Stratos, if the Stratos hadn't had a mistake, I think that probably is the best car overall in this scenario. Can we get a move done anywhere on the pickup? It's going to come down to the same corner. It's going to be at that hairpin if it's going to happen. Now, don't do anything stupid. Me. Don't throw it away. Don't dive bomb and take both of us out. The old racing saying, you don't take out your teammate. In this case, well, we're not in identical cars. It's going to be around the outside. Come on, Abath. You can do it. Oh, that's a lovely overtake. That is an absolutely fantastic overtake from the 131, but we've got to try and now fend it off to the line. The Stratos has come to join us. It's a 3-car red team battle for the victory. The Anglia's got a great watching point for all of this. I think the Ford's got it. I can't fight him unless he runs very wide on this final corner and is very slow out of here. He's wide, a little slow, but he's going to have the power to beat us. The Stratos might get us as well. You can go to the grass if you want it, and you do. Oh, with ping doors. Oh, it's just going to get us. What a race. It was all for honour at the front as a red team claim a 1, 2, 3, 5. That's some good running. The 911 actually did pretty damn well out there on the dirt. Well done to the 911. I mean, the 911 got 5th. It still got 500 points because of all of the blue team cars that they beat. The poor GTA that got 4th only scored 300 because it was only beat one... No, sorry, only beat 2 red cars. So, yeah, that's... oh, what a round. What an adventure, and what a fantastic final race to finish all of that off. Red team, we will take victory, but it was a really, really hard fought for victory. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.